Hello students, welcome to Silver Bells online teaching. This is Nilofer, your SS teacher. Today we are going to continue our same chapter, chapter number 5, in that part 4. So now our point comes from Mountbatten Plan 1947 in partition of India. In last video we saw that they decided that now onwards the partition should be held of India. And now what happened? Let's see. On March 24, Viceroy Mountbatten presented his scheme. See, remember the date? March 24. Viceroy Mountbatten, he presented his scheme. According to him, there was no alternative other than the partition of India. He told that there is no other alternative. We need partition anyhow. You have to do this partition. National and prolific leaders like Sardar Patel understood the matter. After many discussions and pondering, finally on June 3, 1947, Viceroy Mountbatten decided to plan the partition of India. So first he discussed about that. Afterwards, finally on June 3, 1947, he decided to plan the partition, how the partition would be done. This plan is known as Mountbatten Plan. The Congress leaders and Muslim League accepted this plan. So both the parties were there. One was Congress, other was Muslim League. Both the parties accepted this plan that okay, do the partition. When Mountbatten plan started getting implemented, the people of East Bengal and Sylhet province of Assam decided to join East Pakistan. Now people have to decide that which part they have to take. When it was coming in implement, so the people of East Bengal, Sylhet province of Assam, they decided to join East Pakistan. West Bengal and East Bengal were affiliated with India as per decision of their assembly. So other side, West Bengal and East Bengal, they were affiliated with India only. They decided like that in their assembly. West Punjab joined with Pakistan. It was decided to affiliate Northwest province, Sindh and Balochistan with Pakistan. So some of the parts of Punjab, they joined Pakistan. So some of the parts of the Punjab joined with Pakistan. It was decided to affiliate Northwest province, Sindh and Balochistan with Pakistan. Indian Independence Act, July 1947. The British Parliament passed the Indian Independence Act according to Mountbatten Plan. As he made the plan, Mountbatten, according to that, British Parliament passed the Indian Independence Act. According to this, India's first Governor General was Mountbatten and Janab Jinnah was the Governor General of Pakistan. According to this plan, they decided the first Governor General of India would be Mountbatten and first Governor General of Pakistan would be Janab Jinnah. By this act, India's dependence on British rule came to an end. As this act passed, now the British rule came to an end. Therefore, Gandhiji considers this act as the one and only best and beneficial act given by the Britishers to India, which was the act to part in two parts. This act was there, and here after this act India became independent, and so Gandhiji considers this act that this is the one and only best and beneficial act which Britishers has done towards India. The last Viceroy of the British government organized a function in New Delhi at the midnight of August 14th. What happened now? Last Viceroy of the British government, he organized a function where in New Delhi, when at the midnight of August 14th. See, we will get now independence. The Union Jack of England was brought down from the pole and the Indian national flag tricolor was hoisted. That's why we are celebrating our Independence Day on 15th of August, because it happened in midnight of 14th August. So the day was changed. So at midnight, the Union Jack of England was brought down from the pole and now Indian national flag was hoisted. The documents attributing independence to India were handed over by Mountbatten to C. Rajagopalachari, the first Governor General of independent India. See now, first Governor General was Mountbatten, but first Governor General of independent India was C. Rajagopalachari. Remember the name. Entire process of transfer of power was completed. So all documents were given that now India is yours. August 15, 1947 was an excellent dawn for India. It was the best day, excellent. It was morning of India because it was first independent morning. All celebrated the first independence festival very pleasantly and cheerfully in the entire country. Everybody was celebrating because it was after such long struggle that we got independence. It was like a festival in whole country. Everywhere people hung torans, a good omen on doors, sweets were distributed in schools. Many people who had taken vow felt relieved on its fulfillment, but Gandhiji was shocked due to the partition of India, and therefore he was deeply plunged into grief and drifted into meditation. Now everybody was happy, but Gandhiji was shocked because the thing happened as the Muslims and Hindus were all together while fighting for the freedom. But as this plan came of Mountbatten, he kept a plan for the partition of India, and this partition was done, which was not liked by Gandhiji. He was deeply plunged into grief. India becoming independent and the immediate problems of it. As we got independence, there were immediate problems. How to handle now those problems? So, what were the problems? Let's see. India and Pakistan, two separate independent nations, came into existence as a result of Mountbatten Plan and Indian Independence Act 1947. As this act came by the Britishers, so first the major problem was that India was separated in two parts, India and Pakistan. The resolution to the following problems had to be found out. Now, the problems were following. First, reorganization of military forces. Again, military forces would be organized. Disputes over assets and properties. As till now, everybody was fighting together, but now they were fighting for their assets and their properties. Debts and credits which were already there for the farmers, peasants. Problem and settlement of refugees, as the people who were coming from here to there, they were changing their places to live. For these refugees, the problem was their settlement, where to keep these refugees. Public services and the arrangement of civil servants and administrative staff. Now public services also would be started, civil servants they need, administrative staff they need for this work. Demarcation of international boundaries on eastern and western side of India to be fixed. Now, who will look after the international boundaries? These all were the problems to be faced by independent India in very starting. A 5-member committee consisting of 2 representatives, each from India and Pakistan, was formed under the chairmanship of Lord Mountbatten. Now, he was the chairman, Lord Mountbatten, and he consisted 2 representatives, one from India and one from Pakistan. Like that, he made a committee of 5 members. The committee appointed different commissions consisting of experts of relevant subjects to solve all the problems. What he did, as those who were expert in whatever subject, he kept those people over there. In case of any differences of opinion, both the nations admitted to accept the final decision given by an arbitrator consisting of one representative of India and one of Pakistan under the chairmanship of the former Chief Justice of India. If there were any difference opinion, then they decided that whatever arbitrator will say, whatever Chief Justice of India will say, we will follow that. Military Commandant General of India complied the partition of army, military, weapons, etc. Now, as till now the military was also one. Now we have to do the partition of army, military also, the weapons also, everything would be partitioned, no? The British Army left India by February 28, 1948. All officers and employees of administration, military, judiciary were given opportunity to choose whether they would serve India or Pakistan. So whoever were the officers that time, they were getting a choice that whether you want to live in India or you want to live in Pakistan, that would be your call. They were given assurance about their pay, allowance, security of service, pension, etc. So they were getting this assurance that you will get your pay also, your allowance also, security of service and pension also. Now you have to decide that which country you are selecting. A large number of refugees from both countries migrated. Now the people, those who wanted to live in Pakistan or those who wanted to live in India, they started migrating, leaving their houses and properties. India solved the tremendous problem of their rehabilitation and restoration very skillfully and patiently. Then, Deputy Prime Minister and Home Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel merged about 562 small and big princely states of India into Indian Union. He made this Indian Union with big princely states. Okay, how many total big and small? 562 states were included in that, and he gave that name Indian Union. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's strong determination, iron will, and diplomatic negotiations solved the problems. As he was doing good diplomacy, good diplomatic negotiations with the people, and his strong determination and iron will solved all these problems. Yet, long-term planning to find a solution to problems like effects of communal rights due to partition, the shock of Mahatma Gandhi's death to make independent India self-reliant with the help of good governance, the weak condition of Indian agriculture to create an atmosphere of peace and tranquility in the country, the internal external security of the country, etc. became necessary. But what happened? Long-term planning would be done and the problems like communal rights, and now Mahatma Gandhi was also not there, his death suddenly, that was also a shock for them, and then all these problems came into existence, and they have to look after that. Good governance, weak condition of Indian agriculture, as till now everybody was busy fighting for the independence. Now they have to go back to their lives, and so these necessary things were there to live the life, and that the government has to decide for them. So this was movement towards independence of India, and these were the movements we have done in these two chapters. We have learnt all about the struggle of independence, how we got independence. It is really very precious, and we have to think about it, that how we can pay for them. Okay, here we are completing our chapter 5. If you are having any difficulty, you may call me. If you are having any doubt, you may ask me. Thank you.